Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hater plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, 12 can't really stop shit, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot shit. In a yellow bucket with the mop stick. I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sell. Hitting bitches with the oh well. Need 100 million on the low scale. On my worst night, I'm the best nigga. Wouldn't mess with you, couldn't cap to him. Homie spotted me like 700, brought 1100 right back to him. If I can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some Titan Esports fun. My name is Jay Better. I am joined by Oz. We are here with Olympus, week 2. How's it going, Oz?
Oh, it's going fantastic. Had a little bit of a sea trouble last week, so couldn't come, But I'm back, baby. Let's get this new split. Worlds patch, actually.
Yes.
So
we've been talking about it a little bit. It's pretty intense. A lot of changes over the last few patches.
Yeah, well, honestly, the biggest changes happening over the course of the last 3 patches. This one was a bit of a lighter patch. Just to point out, the biggest thing I think is Azir getting instantly hotfix nerf just happened. So, bit of an interesting one there. That's going to have any effect on these kind of matches, but for the Azir enjoyers, they're a bit on the sad side.
Well, today we have got our 2 teams here. Posts in Clarity, definitely not a reference to anything else, not a joke. And Black Hammer Gaming playing off of against each other. Now, Oz, you were telling me before we went live that you read some predictions from our content team. Talk to me about those. What is Titan staff saying about this game before? Just as we
it's looking like a Syndicate 2-0, clean, quick, and easy. Also, looking like Syndicate is the favorite, according to Resilient, the content writer for Olympus here. So, Aurora through as a ban already. Not shocked. I think Aurora's in a great spot right now. Has been for last couple patches. So, Sivir also fantastic AD carry. She's popped up throughout like every series basically, professionally, even low elo. Doesn't really matter all that much. So I'd say overall pretty standard. Milioban is kind of atypical here, and Pantheon did get buffed because they over nerfed him. So some little bit more love to see him back potentially in jungle thresh. So heavy support focus coming out of Black Hammer here. Means
Pantheon's
it's not great.
Pantheon's something that I'm really surprised we didn't or haven't really seen more of. Feels to me like it would be really, I mean, obviously it's really strong in pro, but like something that lower elo players or lower division, I should say, would love to go towards. It's guaranteed CC, it's got great clear, it's a global. All those things tend to bode very well in these divisions, but teams not wanting to go towards it, the smolder ban, it's becoming a standard at least for, I've seen it a few times recently. A Mumu first pick, answered by the Silas. I guess that could also be a flex into the jungle.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Mumu. If we're B1ing a Mumu, I feel like we're in danger here already, but gonna be answered with a Silas Kaisa from Syndicate here. I don't necessarily agree with blind picking Kaisa this game, but the Silas I don't mind as an answer into the Mumu. Maybe Jinx locked into the Kaisa. Now, you already kind of look at Syndicate's comp and you see that they're going for this dive style, so locking in Jinx is like really head-scratching. We'll pick up the Rel to prevent some of the Kaisa Rel action.
Alistar. Give me some Alistar right now.
I'm happy with Alistar. I mean, I'm honestly happy with Leona as well. I think Leona here is supreme, but it's going to be the Nautilus. Kaisa Not also very, very, very strong in lane. But still, I'm still a little shocked that we just Jinx. Like they're already like showing their hand here. Syndicate are gonna dive you, and you're picking Jinx into dive. Getting rid of options here. I would like to see a J4 ban potentially coming out of Black Hammer, because again, like you don't want your Jinx to get farmed, because like there's a lot of draft stock put into the Jinx, so you kind of need the Jinx to be able to like play the fights, and it's already looking difficult, say the least.
I feel it's really strange to be watching some of the pro regions where they really, really value support counterpick and even bot lane matchup just in general. They'll even go as far as first picking top. Obviously, there are first pick top laners in spades, but these teams still love their top lane counterpick. Obviously, PCS going towards a Cassante now, so banning away some things. I'm really surprised that BHG actually banned Camille and Mbessa, because now Cassante just looks a whole lot better in the top lane. It's going to be Cassiopeia into the mid lane. There's not a whole lot that you can play into the Cassante here. Any tank doesn't feel the best. It's Mundo. I'm not a huge fan of this matchup. I know that it can be okay for Mundo later on, but I like K'Sante still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking K'Sante all the way, of course, but at the same time, so they did keep, I do appreciate what Syndicate did here, keeping that last pick and flexibility of the Sylas alive kind of gets them out of this weird spot, because if you force the Sylas to go mid here into a cast, like we've seen it even professionally, like it's just such a bad matchup for Sylas to try and play. So I like the play matchup here. A little bit wary because, you know, you can get very easily punished by a bandage toss from the... But at the same time, you avoid the Sylas matchup, and Sylas has a lot of good ults this game.
Yeah.
You have a Mumu ult, you have Cass ult, you have some Relic shenanigans if you want it, and you have Mundo ult. All you have 4 ults this game, which are very impactful.
Don't forget the Super Mega Death Rocket, 0 scaling. Just send it off the dragon.
Just true for poke. Just rip it for poke. But yeah, 4 ults here that are just such high impact ults for the Sylas. Head scratching. It's not like the Sylas was a secret either. Sylas was picked very early in this draft. So just, again, a little bit of a head scratcher here coming out of Black. But that doesn't mean too much because draft is just draft. It's usually just going to come down to who plays the best. We'll go from there, but I'm still worried. I'm really worried for Big. I think this Jinx just far.
Well, I mean, that tends to happen when you're playing. I know that this isn't a single threat comp, as the Cassiopeia can do a lot and does have some really nice counterplay into the champions that PCS have, but you're really reliant on the Jinx for a lot of that range potential, the kind of team fight snowbally as well that your team is kind of built around when you pick something like Jinx. But there is a lot of threat on the other side, right? Asante is not the easiest to get through by any means. The Sylas in the jungle has a lot of threat onto the Jinx, and then still you've got decent poke with if you're going to go towards the on-hit Kai'Sa build, which I think you should go. I mean, there's enough AP that you could probably go full like crit, but if you go to like W upgrade, you've got pretty decent poke with that. You've got Hui poke, and you've constantly got this engaged threat of depth charge. I feel like haven't seen a whole lot of Nautilus. It's kind of fallen out of favor in, you know, some of the pro regions, but every time I see it picked, I'm reminded of how valuable that ult is and how long you're CC'd for if you're hit by it. So I think for BHG, there's angles, but they have to play really, really well in these team fights.
Yeah, something, honestly, for me, I will say, to give Black Hammer some of their flowers, I think the cast pick here is elite. I think it is such a great pick into what Syndicate showed. But like, if you have like these elite picks, why not just slam Xayah here? Like, this feels like such a prime Xayah. You see Sylas, you see like Kai'Sa. For me, this is just go to Xayah, because like, you know what they're gonna do. Like, they're gonna try and default into that, because it's not like they have one mode of play. They've already showed their hand, which is kind of a problem with kind of Syndicate's draft here, is that they kind of let their cards go way too early here. That there was a possibility that they just kind of get out drafted, but either way, right, I think a lot of the pressure for Black Hammer is going to fall onto the cast to perform well, because I think Jinx is going to struggle quite a bit in this match. Now, the good part is Jinx has a lot of range, which can benefit her in certain scenarios here, right? Sylas kind of on the shorter end of the range, because you have great front line, so it's not like Sylas is going to have like crazy angles to like try and find you, or an easy time to find you. Nautilus also really only going to be able to find those hooks to the front line, so I think potentially the Jinx range might be able to bail out the Jinx, but nonetheless, I would still say that I'm worried, and I'm definitely Syndicate favorite draft, even though they kind of let their cards go a little early.
Do you think that if PCS were, if BHG were to go Xayah, do you think that there's maybe a bit of a harder time into the Hui, or do you think that it's better to just go the anti-dive with the Xayah than it is maybe like having a little bit more range with a Jinx here? Because I could see a world in where Xayah finds it really hard to play the fights against the Hui.
I mean, I think the Xayah is, interesting, but they don't see the Hui, right? Like, they don't know Hui is there. So I think, like, realistically, on a draft level, you pick Xayah and then figure out how to deal with the Hui later. And the figuring out how to deal with Hui later is just Mundo runs them down. So, like...
He goes where he pleases, Oz. As we finish up our draft, spectator delay has been finished. We come into game number 1 for BHG up against PSC, not PCS. That is a retired region now merged into the LCP. We're talking a little bit about that before the broadcast too. Up CFO. Hopefully they do well.
Yeah, and CFO enjoyers around. Yeah, I got CFO winning worlds this year. Kidding. That is not. that is not.
Yeah,
realistic.
it's FlyQuest CFO finals, right? We were talking about that.
True. So as we get into the early game here, something that, like, for me that I really want to, like, dig into. I feel like the league has, I feel like most leagues, most teams now in the leagues have kind of adapted around Fearless, but also at the same time, like, there are still some teams, some players that have champ pool issues. Both junglers with no pots, by the way. Check that out.
Based.
Still one of my least favorite things to see. It's 50 gold, you get health. Anytime there's a skirmish or, say, like a dive opportunity, you really want the extra health. No reason not to spend the gold. Ward is going to come out here top. See the move pathing? Silas starting on the chicken, so both junglers pathing the same way.
Yeah, really nice Ward. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I just sent a message into our production, but they already had it. They already were working on it. Beautiful audio for us. But yeah, tank matchup in top. Gonna start slow. Both junglers starting on the same side. Gonna be running into each other on that bot side. And bit of a scaling matchup in the mid. Hui obviously using a lot of mana. Level 2's hit in the bot lane. Ooh. And Hook just grazes past, calculated by Hyper. There's a good flick back here. Finds a stun, burns the cleanse, passive back onto Quan. Pretty aggressive trading down here in the bot lane, Oz, but I think it's okay so far. Neither team really finding a better end of that trade.
Yeah, I feel like at the return, we're all kind of saved the HP there. It's maybe a little bit of a better trade because it did initiate, like, the trade being so well. They already burned the cleanse. Kaisa is fantastic. So just a little curiosity. The fact that PCS was able to find the trade back. So well played to even out the hell state.
I got you saying PCS now too.
Yeah, I know. I had to. It's hard. It's hard. But, Syndicate, 3 now. Hook.
Well, Dredgeline will hit, and the crash down will get Quan away from any danger with the shield and the extra armor there. Like I said before, both junglers now clearing these Krugs. All Gucci, pardon me, maybe taking the base, but no, thinking twice. Hook over the wall. Oh, bandit shot just misses.
Oh,
that was close.
That was close. Still hanging around here. Okay, well, both banditoshas are gone, so we are just forced. Man, we are using a lot of time right now.
Yeah, we are dropping Scuttle here. Oh! Spartan over the wall, catches All Gucci, forces the flash away from All Gucci, but here comes Quan with the stun after the flash. Nice. We'll get the kill here with the first blood. That's Jinx getting excited. But a roam from mid might cost them more. Spartan falls down. It's a 1-for-1 so far, but that one was onto the jungler of PSC.
We did it.
I think we're going to be talking about, yeah, nice. I got it there. Hopefully. So I got a bunch of time here to practice this team's name, but if you're talking about gold going where, Amumu versus the Silas, I think we might both agree as to who's taking the better end of that trade.
Yeah, Silas, 100%. Enjoy that gold for sure. And again, I feel like here, like, Black Hammer just didn't seem like they were on the same page with the first blood. Like, it looked like a little slow reaction there. He just forces over the wall. We're going to get the replay here. Oh, we're going to get a little bit later into the replay as the flash comes through. So we are going to see the first blood. Nice stretch line here coming out of the Nautilus, but still going to mean demise, but buys himself a lot of time. Decent bandage toss attempt to get out to the wave, but it doesn't matter. Both Caxi and Fireman walking. And able to pick that one up. Silas taking that one away. No Dark Seal on the Silas, so it's not like you have that to worry about at the very least. To look at a positive for Black Hammer here, but in reality...
Well, a real positive is that Kai'Sa had to flash. Both Kai'Sa and Nautilus flashed. Nautilus no Hex flash, so that could be something they go back towards at level 6 with the Curse of the Sad Mummy.
True. Could look there potentially. Also, Rel rotating up top already to help out. This wave is massive here. It's actually the dash in.
Well, fighting a 1v2 right now. A couple of tower shots getting taken. Flash away and the shield. Not enough. Level up to 6. There's ult pop by Alcoholic. As he's had one too many drinks, it seems. By his name, but flashes in all out on the tower! And he's gonna fall down! Kenny! The solo kill on the tower. Alcoholic just fighting a little too much.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. It just flashed in my eyes.
He goes where he pleases.
Oh no, he's gonna go back to where he pleases to the base. So yeah, there's no need to dive that. Also, look at the CS disparity top lane now.
Yeah, wow. That was very greedy.
Not great. Not great when your CS is looking like this, for sure. Tower play picked up here in the bot lane, though. It's nice, and you were talking about the regank. Here we go.
Yeah, no flashes. There's Bandage Toss. Flame Chompers haven't been put down yet, but the crash down does. There's a hook into the Flame Chompers. We'll get a kill onto Hyperphania, who gets excited but can't continue the fight. As Caxi was just around the corner, waiting with some change to unleash the trauma onto Demacia. But Caxi has to walk away. Nice kill there onto Hyperphania. And no level 6 from Spartan just yet, so can't do the re-gank just right now. But Caxi looking to even it up a little bit. This pink ward will mean that he is unspotted. Hyperphania wants to back, but Quan wants to walk forward. Finds the full tilt. Okay. The stun there. Quan might just be left out to the wolves here. Really nice slow as the chains will miss. But I think Quan might just be left out here as the killer instinct. And really, really nice snipe away from Firemania to get that kill. Overstay there. Looks like Hyperphania wanted to base, but Quan wanted a little more. Cost him his life.
They do get the cleanse out of the Kai'Sa, which is a nice consolation as top lane just creating on. Yeah.
Kasante's like underrated. You gotta hit those Qs, man. But Kasante underratedly good into tanks with the true damage and all out. But Alcoholic popping ult first. All out not used yet. As Spartan has rotated over. Another bandage toss misses. Q3 to get out. There's Curse of the Sad Mummy to stun.
No way this happens.
We have over the wall. Hold on. No way, Kenny! Kasante Maker, someone put it in the chat.
Oh my god. Oh, please, no.
He's going for more. He's going for more. No, Kenny.
Oh, Kenny. Kenny the goat.
They can't kill Kenny this time. This isn't South Park. Caxi finds Quan. Flash forward. Chains missed. Is there any chase onto Quan? No, there isn't. As Clan Crusher comes around the corner to just hit a nice ground there. Get a support out of dodge. But this top lane, what is happening?
We just disrespect Kasante 3 times in a row, and now this Kasante is unkillable. The unkillable Demon King is not Faker.
In the top lane.
This is just peak Kasante gaming. So Bandage Toss misses, right? Like he plays it so well.
Played, to be fair.
This is really well played, right? Gets the pushback into the tower, into the all out, into the W again to take less damage, into the Q, and then Alcoholic.
This is so greedy from Alcoholic.
Just disrespect. Your wave is shoved. You have no reason to be here. You're never killing him. Just go back.
Oh, it's live right now. We've got 2v2 in bot. Ignite down onto Quan. Killer Instinct was used, but looks like no more chase can be had. As up in the top lane, Alcoholic is rotating down with his teammates, but the Scuttle Crab will be spotted away and taken. Bit of brawling down in bot. Let's check in the summoners. Looks like Exhaust was used. And the Ignite from A-Hop was used as well. So not a whole lot, but some health bar trades. And the pressure is still on from PSC. Oh, that W.
I was very, very, very concerned for a second there. Minion wave. hero minion comes through. This base from Jinx is going to be quite poor if it has to happen. Might be level 6 for Nautilus. It is. I don't know. This is very easy to just get dove. I think
have to give the wave now.
Might be able to find some XP here and a couple CS. Good. Nice. And I can't believe Nautilus just didn't. Oh, here we go. I was like, here we go again. But I can't believe Nautilus just let her have the CS. Is ganking the bot lane.
Flash is available for all Gucci, but here comes Banished Shots from Spartan. Curse of the Sad Mummy hits only onto A-Hop for now, but the CC chain might be good enough. Hook away. Oh, nice block on the Super Mega Death Rocket. All Gucci saving the support's life. Bit of role reversal there. A nice force of the flash. You don't have to use too much from BHG, and so far it's looked really solid everywhere outside the top lane.
True, as like... I would like to see Cass get a little bit more active. So far, this Cassante...
I'm not even going to talk about it. Oh, yeah. Nice flash away. W for the damage immunity. What is it? It's something ridiculous in All Out, right? That Pathmaker gets like a ridiculous... It's 75% or something like that? Damage reduction?
Yeah, it's like... But he is going to find first tower at 11 minutes, so...
Yeah, this is a lot. Can we have a look at the gold disparity in the top lane, please? If we could... have a check on that as A-Hop finding a ward on the Raptors. Oh, all in, not all out on the Clan Crusher. Does he hit the snipe? Oh! Yes, he does!
He does. Yeah, so far this is just looking like a Syndicate.
Oh, that's a big gold disparity right there, Oz. That's a lot in the top lane.
2,500 gold. Essentially an entire tank item.
Well, Cax is trying to make something happen in the bot lane as Hypophania misses a flame jump, is forced to flash away, and A-Hop will be rooted away as well. Could be a tower force here, try to trade another tower back. But Dragon not available for another 60 seconds, and with Quan joining, it's just going to be one plate over to all Gucci and walk away, although a bit greedy here. Getting a little bit more damage and some poke. It always feels bad when like you're playing support and you walk up, you're feeling real good, and then you like one auto procs your bone plating and then you just don't have it anymore. It's the same like when you get your support item, when it just gets procced, when like, I could have probably avoided that. It feels really bad. The wave getting shoved in, no potential for a dive here. Just trying to finish off this plate as you know it's bad when your Cassante is soloing Crab at 12 minutes. Yeah,
also will be crit Kaisa this game. No
nice.
On hit Kaisa. Bull is fine, but something that Resilient brought up in his content pieces is that Hyper is kind of their best player to play around. So still potential. You know, a Fed Cassante is a nightmare, but Mundo will still be Mundo later in the game. Kind of applies here, and not having a tier 1 tower will do that for you.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to farm up. Yes. Drake is going to be gone. Looking. Please. Super Mega Death Rocket. Go for it, but
no one's ready to block, so it could happen.
It could very easily happen. Not gonna send it.
We've got a 50-50 on Good or Bad Souls. That I did not see that, but Curse of the Sad Mummy, I did see that one. Really nice flash away from All Gucci. Sorry, that was Killer Instinct away. As the team joins, Dragon has already been taken. It's Infernal Soul. That was a bit taking my mind for a whirl there. Flash W kind of missed everybody. And I got distracted after that. Kenny in the top lane. Maybe looking to go all out here. Finds the Q3. Pathmaker into the wall. There's the all out. Just enough damage here as Alcoholic tries to run away, but this Cassante is just too much. Another solo kill up on the top lane. And over in the mid, Fire Mania takes down the mid tower. It is slowly bleeding away for BHG as PSC take a solid 5k gold lead, 2 Dragons. And really, like you were saying, and I guess Relix was saying too, Hypophania is the only saving grace this game. It's still pretty even with this Kai'Sa, or even ahead.
Pardon? I'm gonna collect this top wave. So it is looking quite dire, I'm not gonna lie. 15 minutes, we're already threatening onto every tier 2 besides the bot one, which is coming very soon. In fact, Caxi is
Ooh, it's a great
looking
position.
crap.
No, A-Hop, stay.
Oh, I think
How is he in a pocket there?
That is crazy pocket.
What?
Crazy pocket there, just barely.
Looks like the tower will still go down. And maybe there's a little bit more, but if you look at the map there, all Gucci was blocked on the way down by Quan, so nice little roam by Rel. Just to block that potential dive on the tier 2, or collapse, sorry, I should say.
I
Harold
can't believe we
has
Kai'Sa got that far.
Well, looks like they're trying to stop it from happening, but Gucci with the shoes. Nice flash away as well, as Killer Instinct wasn't available. It is now, however. In comes TP into the insta-root. Hyperphania has just been taken down instantly, and here comes Mundo. Go where he pleases, die where he pleases, taken down basically for free. A double kill onto Nautilus. All him. 2 solo kills.
The worst part about the Mundo this game is buying Heartsteel after being down 3,000 gold.
Yeah, I feel like I see this matchup quite a lot, where I've seen it go okay, and the reason that it went okay is because Mundo wasn't punished enough, and basically, like, there was no one who could kill him late game. But, like, Cassante has a pretty decent matchup into tanks, right? Not that it's terrible, right? If you go in Ornn into Cassante, you'll be losing the lane, but you're still so much more valuable than the Mundo is at this point in the game. You're right, absolutely right. No boots, Heartsteel with 20 stacks, Banished Toss is found by Spartan, but not enough damage, really, any threat onto Fire Mana. It's Hyperphania and Fire Mana, as I get my names mixed up a little bit. But yeah, I'm really not convinced by this Mundo, as Kenny can see that now and go, yeah, I'm 4-0. I probably, like, there's no reason that I should be trying to solo kill Mundo from this point onwards. I just team fight with my team and win the game. We just get soul. And Alcoholic just doesn't get any Heartsteel stacks.
Yeah. And also, as I mentioned, 3k gold, right on the mark. Yep. Right on the mark. Some very quick mental. Just feels like an odd buy. I know Mundos also will sometimes go Warmogs first. Buy Heartsteel. Like, they'll buy enough health passive. Still, I feel like trying to afford, like, luxury items when you're this far behind, you're not CSing well, is a choice. And it's a choice I personally wouldn't make, but overall, still really haven't seen anything crazy happen in terms of, like, big team fights or, like, big breakaway plays. A lot of these things have kind of just been individual outplays. Well, I can't really say outplay. Good play overall individually.
Well, 30 seconds on this Drake will be soul point for PSC if they're able to get it. And I guess that's a good news for BHG, as they're able to give this, get some more items on their Jinx. As Q3 hits onto Alcoholic and gets knocked up, but not a whole lot. Banished Toss found onto Spartan, and he's just dead. Because the Sand Mummy will buy a moment. Oh, nice flash actually, but it won't get him far enough away. Seems like the wallet diff is coming in heavy. Kenny had the Herald and is now driving it for a tier 3. No, wait, hold on. License check, driving check. All right, Kenny is in the thick of it. Shout out KSI. Flash forward here from Quan. Will catch Kenny here. This is a nice shutdown if we can give it over to the Jinx here, but he's so tanky. He just can't fall down. Flash forward from Alcoholic. Will find 800 gold shutdown and a Heartsteel proc as well. But meanwhile, in the picture-in-picture, Caxi taking the dragon on his own. Soul point, like I was talking about before. Bit of a for fun play there from Kenny. Didn't have to go for that tower, but nearly got out. Forced the flash out of Alcoholic, and the shutdown goes over to him, which, you know, does even up that gold disparity just a little bit, but just got the tier 2 and top before, so really, you're back to the same place.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go on to, like, Jinx or something there, but choose, like, W or, like, E back towards the Herald. I was like, maybe there's a play on the Jinx. At the very least, the shutdown does not go to the Jinx, who had Rocket the entire time. Could have just rocketed him at any point, gotten the shutdown, but Unfortunately for Black Hammer will be the Mundo picking that one up as Crashdown forcing a poke onto Nautilus. Might actually lead to
the supports.
Relda.
Supports just getting angry at each other a little bit, pretending that they have any value outside of their kits, as neither of these supports went Redemption, which I'm a bit surprised about. As that's been very, very highly sought after in a lot of even low reloads. Like everyone's been buying this item. Sorry, Atacon, the Nightmare itself has spawned, and teams starting to get magnetically mind controlled into all-inning PSC, starting it up. TP available for Alcoholic, as BHG will join. A-Hop zoning away. Atacon down to about 6,000 HP left. Have to find an in here for BHG, but they can't. And it's just going to be a full give over. They trade a top tower. Super Mega Death Rocket a little bit late there. TP up top will save the tower as well. So all wins for PSC. 8 flowers. Hold on. Hook out. There's Killer Instinct as well. And Hyperphania just executed by all Gucci. So it's 49 flowers to 8.
They didn't even get the top tower.
Oh boy.
You know, usually I could do the whole cope thing, but I don't think there's much to cope about this game. This game is looking hacked up.
It's pretty done.
To say the least. Syndicate showcasing, even with only 7 kills up. This is a very relatively low kill game. 15 deaths at 22 minutes, but the gold lead is 7k. 7k, so
7,000.
Spartan?
Might have just cost him his life. Spartan goes in. Caxi forced to flash away. Their team isn't here. This is a massive overstay, actually, from Caxi and from Kenny. Caxi will be the sacrificial lamb, and a questionable one at that. The shutdown.
Yeah, shutdown going to Cass is good. Like, this is a good thing for Black Hammer, but still have a long way to go in terms of having hold back that one death. Not that impactful, but still does at least go to a impactful member. Just a weird angle once again, I think, from Syndicate, where kind of overstaying. The Silas is strong, but it's not Cassante strong. So
yeah. See,
like,
it's at this point in the game where I look over at the top lane builds and I look at Cassante and I go, I spawned gold. That's terrifying. Spirit Visage with Cassante, that's really strong. Merc trades that can be upgraded at any time, and he's going Unending Despair as well. I assume it could be Jack Show as well. And then I look over at the other side and it's like 80 stack Heartsteel, Swifties, and a couple of belts to pull his pants up, as those pants might need a few more belts from falling down. Kenny finds you in a side lane. Q3 hits all out, and you are just dead. Kenny, 5-1.
Yeah. A little bit of a diffy in the top lane right now. But there's a reason why you go Ghost on Mundo and not Flash. This is a perfect reason, as Spartan is dead. Nice Flash, though. Oh,
Rel ult doesn't know how it works. Really nice petrifying gaze there onto Fire Mana. Is there enough damage? Yes, there is. Another shutdown onto Cass. Mega Death Row goes wide as Killer Instinct comes in. Quan will fall down, a double kill onto Gucci. But in the top lane, instead it's push, push, push from this Cassante. Kenny breaks open an inhibitor turret and probably the inhibitor too. Not a bad trade in terms of kills on the bot side of the fight. But Alcoholic looking to go round 2, down 2 levels, will save the inhibitor. But it's Soul, Infernal Soul at that, spawning in just 5 seconds. Hyperphania walking up this mid lane to clear. Bomb plan over the wall. Super Mega Death Rocket is not available. You feel like you kind of have to walk in to contest this, but it looks like neither of the carries that BHG want to. That's going to be Infernal Soul over to PSC. I will say it right. Basically for free.
What's disappointing here is Cass free hitting and not able to kill Poetic. It takes so long. Like, look at this. Cass, great petrifying gaze here, right? But look, literally damage. Free hitting, and it's taking this long. Due to how far behind all of Black Hammer are. Soul already picked up here now that making a game constrict around Black Hammer's metaphorical neck. It's really not much else to do, as forced to potentially contest this Baron in the coming moments.
Okay, hold on. So 52 flowers, 52. Infernal Soul. And Caxi is walking forward with all those buffs as his team will join. Hook will hit. And that is a dead jungler. Spartan kicked down the well. Baron being started up right now in the bot side of the map. Kenny pushing out against Clan Crusher. Pretty decent amount of MR too, so shouldn't be too unhappy in that side lane. As looks like the bot lane of BHG deciding to push out some mid tower here. Here comes the all out through the tower. Petrifying Gaze was buffered as well by it, so that means Clan Crusher forced to flash away, will die to the Baron minions. Kenny doesn't need to flash, but just a bit of aura there. Wanted to see it as he died.
Oh my god.
A double kill here for Kenny as he goes in onto Quan. Taken away by Gucci. Don't worry, guys. Push, push, push. I'll get the tower. 2 items have been taken by Mundo. But the base might be taken in exchange as PSC walk in, hook again onto Spartan. He dies, he respawns, he dies once again. As there is one more member of BHG remaining between PSC and this Nexus, and game 1 going their way as the first Nexus tower falls. The spell shield will be broken, and before you blink, Mundo will fall. Game 1 going to PSC.
Yeah, well-earned victory. We're going for some kills here? Just in the game, guys.
Yeah, we're contenting.
Like, we're trying to stat pad and just in the game. Just in the... Anyways, yeah, dominant win by Syndicate here. Top lane, definitely highlight for sure. Kenny did some things on that Kazante champ. Too alcoholic there is... Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely a little worried for Black. Like, this is what's gonna happen. You know what? Let's rewind. Let's talk about some positives for Black Hammer. I thought their bot lane 2v2 was great. I thought their lane phase was fantastic. I thought Spartan, you know, while maybe not the most connected with some of his gank potential, I thought the bot plays were great. If they were a little bit more connected, maybe, you know, he doesn't die, give the Silas a little bit of a lead, right, etc. They had some great moment, right? But Clan Crusher not really able to do much this match. Alcoholic really completely shut the door on the game to begin with.
Yeah.
We were down at some point 40 CS. We had like 20 CS at like 9 minutes. And going for that dive and top just doesn't help you. So it's things like that. Like, if you're going to pick something like Mundo or something into the Kazante, at least don't just die a whole bunch. Try to salvage it. Stop trying to dive the Kazante. Like, Kazante is such an undiveable champ. But still, some highlights for Black Hammer, right? I think Hyper had a decent... I mean, the game is literally over before you play it, so... 2v2, like I said, was fantastic from them, especially if they didn't give back the trade. Like, the very first trade, if they did, like, Rel walked away. Doesn't take that much of an HP, and then it's not like an even trade anymore. They have great 2v2 potential here. So maybe try to abuse that 2v2 potential. Get in there. Be aggressive. Don't pick these scaling champs if you can't scale. Because this game, they couldn't scale because they just got ran over.
They did. And... Gonna have to go back to the drawing board for game 2. Maybe it's an execution of the lanes. Maybe it's a misplays. Maybe the draft analysis of theirs going into the game wasn't up to par. That ends PSC leading this set so far 1-0. But BHG, like you were saying, had some fight back in the bot lane. Some interactivity. So some lack thereof, of interactivity in the mid lane from Clan Crusher, but have to see what happens in our next game. Fearless, so all those are banned away, obviously. You're talking about that at the beginning, how these teams can adapt over the course of this year. You've had quite a while to prepare. But we're going to take a short break, let these teams prepare for their next game. So we will Take a quick break and see you shortly.
slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is still Jay Vetter. I'm still joined by Oz. We are in a lovely set right now. PSC. Nice.
Did
There
it.
we go. Got it. Versus BHG. Game 1 was taken pretty convincingly by PSC. Now, outside of the top lane, the early game looked pretty decent, Oz. But that top lane was a real big issue as we get into draft here for game number 2. Come here.
Yeah, come here. Game number 2. Yeah, game 1. Like I said, Black Hammer, I thought their lane phase was great. Save for one person. The trading, the 2v2 in bot lane, I think was okay. But if you're going to pick scaling comps, you cannot afford to just get run over across the map because just can't figure out how to, like, stall the bleeding or, like, some restraint, I think, is necessary for Black Hammer. And I'd like to see them switch it up a little bit here. Maybe try to lean into the 2v2 power of this game. Try to, like, get on the gas significantly earlier and try and take over the game before you have a chance of just getting stampeded upon by PSC. As so far, bans staying the same, save for the Ori ban. So, see what Black Hammer opted for the Amumu last game. Going to be Yunara first pick. I know a lot of people have, like, kind of, you know, fallen out of favor with the Yunara due to, you know, the amount of nerfs. She did get a hotfix buffed a bit ago.
What?
But what? Ooh dear, top.
Oh, what ooh dear, holy. Well, I'm personally really surprised at the lack of Jarvan prio. I guess that the Thresh ban makes sense. There's an Aphelios player on the other team. I love Aphelios. He's like my favorite champion in the game. But yeah, I'm not convinced by it. I was talking with you about this. I'm just not convinced that playing like your ADC R1, B1 is the best. I know that Yunara, if you're really prioritizing it, but neither team was last game. Because they've got the Hecarim, which is pretty decent into the Aphelios, low mobility, plus the Annie, which can't really chase the Hecarim, can't really follow up. So Spartan going to have to choose his times correctly.
Yeah, I mean, had a decent go last game on the move. A little bit of overforce, or maybe just not necessarily coherent. But I will say, I like the Syndra pickup here, albeit it's a little weird due to the fact click stun you do anything. But having the Scatter of the Week top view is going to be quite strong. Braum and Tark bans out. The support counter pick, as we have been, going to at least come out. Well, actually, I'm hold my. I could still have the.
What are we going here on our 4 for PSC? Could be a support pickup, as it is going to be the Rakan, which, like, I'm going to not crash out. I'm not going to crash out. But Rakan is really good into Braum. Because Braum can't stop him. So I don't understand banning Braum and then picking Rakan. And then this is like a handshake. I like talking about this matchup. I've spoken to you about it too, actually. Where it's kind of like a skill-dependent matchup where, like, Alistar can have a lot of value, but pro teams are happy to take either end of this trade. Shogath getting picked up. A lot of immobility on PSC. And a lot of engage with the Hecarim, the Alistar, and now the Shogath. Aatrox is going to be the top lane counter pick. We're talking about the top lane counter pick all time during this draft. These are going to be our 5v5 champions. Oz, what do you think?
Oh, it's Udyr jungle, which is interesting. So far, Syndicate have twice in a row now flexed their jungler on R1. So, a little bit of a pattern starting to come up. So, odd things happening. Con on 4 is certainly a choice. in my opinion. I still think their draft is okay, though. I think Helios could struggle this match, though. Really not a lot of great heal options for him. In fact, if you really, if you don't look at the Aphelios and you look elsewhere, it's kind of like the rest of the comp him. Like, they're like, oh yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck playing. For me, I guess, the highlight here is what does Caxi get done on the... I thought, and can Spartan make the best usage of Hecarim? I know there is a EL coach. Swears by the Hecarim jungle comp. Being able to invade very freely. Post 6 having really good now, I don't really see the value of Hecarim majority of drafts. For growth, yeah, I don't know. I think some stuff.
I'm happy to see some different stuff in the support position. I think that our teams tend to go a lot towards kind of the enchanters, the slower play styles, and I'm really not a fan of that if you're not really good at it. I think it's way better to play something like an Alistar, like a Rakan. And these two supports, these two champions, I'm a massive fan of. I think they're really, really strong, but I never really see anyone go towards these. I don't really know why. I guess it feels bad for some people. You headbutt Pulverize on Alistar and then it's kind of it. But that can be the whole fight, and you can be really creative on these supports. They have a lot of playmaking potential and angles to find. There's a lot of damage coming out late game as well. Yunara, Hecarim, Shogath with enough snacks. But then obviously on this side, you've got Felio, Syndra, Aatrox, depending on what build Udu wants to go. I know that there was a build going around where, was it crit AD Qmax Udyr? And you just a complete glass cannon, but then also you get one shot. Sorry, you one shot, but you get one shot. You just destroy tanks in half a second. But I grasp, so not going to be anything like that.
Just some tank gear gaming here. Brass gear is jungle. Usually just the Conqueror, but interesting nonetheless. I will say, I think, as well, that if the Aphelios is given space, it can for sure pop off. Aphelios kind of hanging around that game 4, game 4, game 5.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Maybe we're just trying things out on Syndicate side here, that this is probably the team to do it again. It's also really, really, really early on into the season as well. That you can get away trying stuff if it doesn't work overall. Maybe Black Hammer can bounce back here, though. Curious to see how the Yunara performs after her slew of nerfs.
Yeah.
She really hasn't been seen professionally due to all of the Worlds patches beforehand. And Kenny, once again, going for the exact same timed ward in the top side.
This is a thing where if you're a team and you can VOD review scrims and watch games back, where you scout out a team and you know that he's going to do that every single game, you can play against that and counter it really effectively. As finds a pushback on Gucci and a knock-up on Quan. Again, the bot lane going in favor of BHG so far. Really nice trade, but Oz, I'm going to say this one is a bit more expected for me. I know Alistar level 1 is pretty bad, but it's a Yunara level 1 against an Aphelios. That's one of the best level 1 ADCs against one of the worst.
So it's huge. I mean, I don't know. For me, in top lane, Cho'Gath really shouldn't be losing this matchup, but we saw what happened last game. I think Kenny is just...
It's just a top diff so far.
Just a better player in terms of the top laner. But bot lane 2v2 going great, as you mentioned here, for Black Hammer, as Ara bullying out the Rakan. A lot of pressure into the Rakan specifically, instead of trying to get trade to Leos, which I appreciate, because it's kind of hard because you're outranged green, so good choice. And like I said, even last game, like I thought their 2v2 in bot lane was fantastic. It's just the game was completely over, so it didn't matter. Alcoholic already. Again, no health pots here. At the very least, is back against the wall. So we'll be the one getting dove this time instead of doing. Should that come?
Pathing around us for a nice scuttle, eating up that as the junglers will take a scuttle trade. As bot lane prio means top crab for BHG, top and mid means top crab for Caxi. But yeah, bot lane so far going really well. And despite the CS differential, which does suck, I would say, as Headbutt Pulverize is found, grand entrance, hits onto Quan, but good amount of sustain coming out from A-Hop here. I would say that, hold on, maybe gank in mid. Is there a flash stun? Flash for flash traded in the mid lane. There's a bit of an awkward spacing there from Caxi, maybe a bit early on the flash, but does trade the flash anyway.
Finally now, off of that play, just really interesting going in there near the tower. Health bars not great. Yunara already packing with a health pot and 2 biscuits. Pick up the Cole once again as well. This game having top of that, but the Aatrox the better of this matchup in top.
This is the pay to win skin, though.
Yes, it is. Always has been. Always will be. Here,
you lose aura though, because it's not as cool. Not as cool as some of the others.
Well, not going to be able to hold.
Ooh, nice play.
Yeah, Naro actually only misses 1 yes. Assuming the wave gets perfectly farmed.
Perfectly CS'd. Yeah.
Yeah, perfectly here, so not bad. Really not bad. They didn't crash that nearly as quick enough as I thought they were. Alcoholic TP's in
TP's
and
right back into a combo. Tanks over half of his health. And a little bit more on the end due to a really nice trade from Kenny. Bit of a greedy TP there from Alcoholic. That feels really bad because even if Kenny takes the lesser end of that trade, you've just TP'd. So Kenny can just base now, TP if he wants to, but he took the better end of the trade, so he'll continue to have pressure in this top lane. Hecarim getting rooted up here by the Gravitum Infernum combo, but enough movement speed that will allow to walk away. Here comes Quan, flash, headbutt, pulverize, and a stun from Annie, plus Tibbers. Really nice CC chaining there from Quan. Hold on, Fire Mana may be able to get away. There's the heal for some movement speed. Looks like Fire Mana just wants to take the death, doesn't want to flash away. First blood, really well played from BHD. Beautiful CC chain, heal for the movement speed. All around well played.
Really well played from Black Hammer there to get themselves first blood. As I think a big level 5.
Yeah, bit of a brawl here. 2 versus 2 as Quan's used the cooldowns and Gucci will flash forward for the kill. Now, we're talking about this matchup being, you know, like a skill matchup. In my opinion, Alistar in the early game is just a, like, against Rakan, I'm just going to stop you from going in. Similar to like a rel position, right? Whereas if Alistar combos, Rakan is just going to go in on the other side and the trade ends up being better. Hold on, Spartan up in the top lane. Kenny pretty far forward. Let's see, can he do it again? This time it's on the Aatrox. No Sundered Sky just yet, so the healing is a lot lower. So far, isn't trying to make a trade, just wants to try to get away. Flash forward, flash backwards, and nearly does. Kenny's played that weak side really, really well, but just not enough. If he had based and TP'd and had that extra, the tunneler there, might have gone in his favor. Gucci here now caught out Hyperfania, level 6, goes into Transcendence. And here around the back comes Fire Mana. Shoved the wave, followed closely behind by Clan Crusher, but the health bars of PSC are low. Level 6 for Fire Mana, and Clarksy's around the corner too. Headbutt under tower, knock up as well. Engage onto Hyperfania. And the Yunara will fall down. A really nice pathing down bot. A great timer from Fire Mana. It's going to lose a wave for that. And most likely a plate. But a solid play down in the bot lane.
Yeah. I mean, this happened last game as well. Like, I feel like Syndicate overall played this game the exact same way that they did last game. In which Fire Mana just roaming with the jungler permanently when the jungler is path. But is like
Not a green-blue enjoyer, Gucci? Wow.
No green-blue here.
This guy doesn't play Aphelios.
Annie, you know, 1-0 right now, but still hasn't made the attack, obviously. Only level 8, so still opportunity. Decent play from Quan to maybe try and flip a kill onto Fire or force out a flash, but Scatter the Weak, a little too oppressive.
We don't get to see a whole lot of Aphelios in pro play. Wow. My jungler, I'm reporting him for sure for doing that. Oh my god.
Yes.
What is he doing?
He just used for no reason.
Gaxi over the wall, but yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of Aphelios recently. As, hold that thought, flash again this time. The stun will Bluetooth auto connect. Hold on, Tibbers finds a double stun. Gaxi taking a lot of damage under the turret over the wall. With the onslaught of shadows, finds one, claims feet of warfare, continuing on. Spartan needs a little bit more. But the Scatter the Weak will push away. Dead and bot, brawling continues as Hyperphania gets rooted up by the blue-purple combo. Really nice trade back into the fight in mid. BHG top lane is still going in favor of Kenny, but it's nowhere near as dire as it was in game 1, and this time BHG finding some fight back across the map. He just grabbed Tibbers and killed him with it?
Yeah,
he did.
Goodbye.
Wow.
As Fire Mana showcasing is actually ganking the bot lane.
Spartan down in bot. Moonlight Vigil will get a bit of healing, but not enough damage. A-Hop lives on 1 HP. Most likely single digits there. But a really nice game from Spartan. He's wanting to make his mark known on the game. The Amumu, the ganks were good. Some of the abilities were a little bit here and there, but on the Hecarim, getting these early kills now on Eclipse completed, really strong item early. Feels really good for this Hecarim to get off to a start like this, and you can see the Aphelios with the cleanse. So no ghost, no barrier. These trades favor so hard. Oz, break it down for me.
So, let's see them gank through. Scatter the Weak stun into the flash stun, but man, really nice tippers. Caxi just barely in tower range. Is able to live. The Hecarim comes, picks this one up quick, and he is Fireman. Going to use the tippers later on and kill the Annie here, but looking at this gank
He's
here,
straight back down bot.
Yeah, in this gank here is really nice heal usage as well to keep B. And they can just kind of disrespect a little bit. A-Hop. You gotta, again, you were talking about this. If you go in early, your AD carry can't hit. Alistar's just gonna go, and it's just really well played overall from Black Hammer here, as even Severmore. You have quite enough HP to live that one, as no summoner spells on the bot lane now, which... Excuse me, sorry. Flash is available here for videos. Scatter the Weak.
Yeah, the support matchup's almost like a whoever moves first loses. It's kind of like a chicken. You're not going to do it because both of them kind of want to go after. We see there, Rakan goes in early, knocks up the Yanara, but because there's no follow-up, then Quan can turn around and hit that, you know, well-known Alistar combo, the classic, and change the fight around. Speaking of Alistar combos, I was talking to you about watching the 2014 Worlds when it's like Alistar crit top, and the combo is literally like headbutt buffer the auto with like Triforce crit. That's so toxic, as the junglers will meet over a ward. So far, Spartan taking the better end of this trade, significantly in fact, as Caxi is forced to walk away, tail between his legs. Fire Mana in the bush here, finds Scatter the Weak. No stun here, but Ghost out as Spartan will force the flash out. Caxi just over the wall. No flash and just needs to heal. But that's Ghost and ult for the mid lane flash, and this dragon will be secured. A very close game Oz so far. Gold lead pretty much dead even. 1-1 in Drake's, 3 grubs over to BHG so far. Caxi has healed up, so maybe wants to make this 2 dragons for his team. As Gucci with a good guns here, red-white, but a double knock-up. Yunara here in the backline doing a lot of damage. Moonlight Vigil onto 2. There's the first one onto Spartan, but traded back. Yunara finds 1 in the mid lane. Fireman takes a kill down. TP over from Kenny
nice
into the world ender, but a really nice headbutt, like you said. We'll disallow that as scrapping across the fight, but it's 2 for 2 in the end. The Caxi's still alive, so this dragon will go to PCS. Sorry, PSC.
Alcoholic teleports top, which allows Kenny to get here. Alcoholic just, like, this is the thing. Bro, you are losing. You are down 30 CS. Just go to this fight. Who cares if Aatrox takes your tower? You get so much tempo off of winning this fight. Hyper playing it so well. Same with Quan. This bot lane duo is unironically playing so well this series. They just feel jailed. They just feel jailed here. It looked really bad as well, I think. Way worse, honestly, for them than it actually ended up being. Quan with a triple here. Oh, sorry, double here. Little nice double knockup. Look at the damage, though. Gucci kind of disrespects a lot. And the damage comes through. Fireman is just completely shoved off as Stippers goes and beats it. I think Hyper really could have played that more aggressively there.
They 1-for-1 themselves each other. That's so funny.
Yeah. I think Hyper maybe, not flashing over the wall early might be able to maybe trade back a little bit more aggressively there, but flash over the wall and still good team fight win. But Alcoholic now looking to get ganked. No wards.
Yep. Not spotted at all, and no TPs available, although Spartan is behind, so PSC are a little bit cautious about this play. Finds the knockoff and the pushback onto Kenny, but it will save Alcoholic's life. So a really nice cover from Spartan to protect Alcoholic in this top lane.
I think as well, if Clan had stun ready when they forced the Cinder Flash to begin with, maybe there's a world like killer and completely opens up the Drake. But as Yunara going in,
Transcendence goes forward. Gucci will find the root. No flash on Hyperphania means that he cannot continue to go forward. But a really nice trade. It's an Infinity Edge rush with a Dirk. And he got that Dirk early. I remember seeing the BF sword and the Dirk at the same time and thinking, that's not how you go Collector. Very strange build path here from Gucci. Up on the top lane, Spartan pathing back down. Kenny flashes away from the knockup, does have ult available. There's the pushback onto Kenny into the World Ender. Finds the first under Skyproc. Q1 will hit, Q2 will not. And here comes A-Hop, followed by Quan. Supports both matching here, deciding to hit each other. There's the knock up and the knock back onto Kenny. Has World Ender has now ended, looking for an execute. Alcoholic could do it. Sorry. Feast is not available. Alcoholic will still get the kill. Really nice support pathing there. Quan, just a great set so far. From not only the bot lane from BHC, but Quan just in general this set has played so well. And again, I'm just confused as to why more people don't go towards Alistar. I feel like he's had so much value on this champ.
Yeah, I mean, Alistar paying his dividends, and also first tower going the way. Where's Black Hammer here, so they are kind of winning right now. Yeah, they are winning right now in terms of the map state. They're also going to pick up this Herald. Spartan having a great game here. So, yeah, really looking like Black Hammer's coming alive, and we're looking at potentially Syndicate not 2-0ing here. Like, this is a very close match still. Can't say the game is over. Trap being laid here. Nara.
Epiphania knocked up by the Grand Entrance, and a really nice peel away from Quan. He continues to find value on this Alistar. There's the matchup, like I said. Bit of a skill matchup. Rakan goes in, Alistar peels away. But regardless, Oz, even if this game does end up being a PSC win, you've got to say it's so much different than Game 1, right? Game 1 was an absolute stomp front to back. This is a very different looking team, to be honest. And I think that it comes down to really solid bot matchup and a jungler that can win out in these 2v1, 2v2 fights. Spartan, again, looking onto Kenny. World Ender is available, so might just look to force that and walk away. But without no turret, Kenny needs to walk away quite far to be safe. World Ender forced for the Ghost on the side of Spartan. 1 minute on this Drake. It is sole point if PSC are able to get it. TPs are available for everyone in the game. Summoner spells all coming back up. This is going to be a bloody one.
We really rolled double Infernal Soul, and
We did.
The biggest issue here on the topic of Infernal Soul is look at PSC's comp. Syndra with Infernal Soul blows you up. Aphelios, especially if he has green and hits you with 1Q, you just die if it's a crit.
Is this an Aphelios build that I haven't seen? Like, I don't know what are we cooking here? That's like pen, right? That's obviously LDR or it's
standard.
shield low.
This is pretty standard. This is unironically
you go
standard
early?
if you don't go. You still buy Dirk early, and then you can pivot to not go
and collect off.
So I agree with it. This choice is Quan. Pops the Unbreakable Will. Spartan going
Here's
in.
the onslaught. Spartan a bit too much here as he just sacrifices himself. I don't have words. I don't know words. What is
No
happening?
words.
I don't know.
He just rips it. He just goes all in. Maybe it's just lack of vision there, but also Unbreakable Will used really early there from Quan as well. Not the most ideal. We were just singing their praises about how it was looking so good. You know, I thought they had a really big chance in this fight to just win the game from this point as Quan flashing forward.
Really nice knock up flash there, but the charm from the quickening will find some time. Hypophania taken down, and a double kill over to Gucci. I'm going to shout out a chatter here, which I don't do too often. He writes, heck in-game protest. I like it. Now Spartan comes back to the Krugs. It's chased away from Caxi. And I'll say what, a really nice engage from Quan, but it's just not enough. Spartan's a lot of your damage right now and is still getting zoned away on these Krugs. As the tier 2 in tower in mid will get sieged on a little bit, but won't get broken just yet. Aldecan has spawned once again. It's in the bot lane. No vision here for BHG anywhere on this map.
So it's actually, this is alcohol, so he is going to take a dodge. We're going to fight this.
It's taking a while, but the members of BHG around the corner. Tibbers, flash Tibbers onto Kenny, but he's pretty tanky. Never mind, he gets taken down. That's 2 so far. So basically 0. Fire main up. Really nice out of the week to deny that play, but the Atacart is going to be started up here by BHG. PSC are still around. Herald into the bot lane will take that bot tower as well. Aldecan about 10k HP right now and falling very quickly. Caxi not close enough really to get in for a steal just yet. 5k on the Aldecan. Tibbers finding vision of this. 4k on the Aldecan. Pushed away by Quam. 3k, 2k. Caxi, can he get in?
Oh my goodness, the Aphelios damage. And
it is! No, not stolen, but 2 go down. And that's the 3rd. Gucci, can he steal it? No, he cannot. But they can steal the lives away from BHG and maybe the hopes of this game as the KDAs from PSC getting padded quite a lot in this game. No redemption kill, unfortunately. Really nice fight there from PSC.
The thing is, they just don't do it very fast, because look at Yunara items. Like, that's really kind of their only objective burn in this comp, and she's still not on IE. If you know, Hyper has that IE, it's a little bit different, but no IE here, and the Aphelios Syndra damage, you know, again, to sing some praises here, Quan doing God's work to prevent Caxi having a chance. But yeah, this looked really great here as really good fight. I think Spartan might have should have gone on to the Aphelios instead of going all in, and maybe they get a bit more, but the Scatter of the Week, complete elite. 4-man stun, 5-man knockback. As does a drop there. But look at Quan here to delay Caxian entrance. But Alcoholic, like, what are you walking up here for, man? As actually we're back to live.
Hold on. We are back to live, scrapping once again. Spartan forces the flash out of A-Hop, goes far forward, maybe a bit too far forward. As Gucci in the mid lane, hitting the tower. We are watching the tower. Caxi still up here, no deaths up in the top lane. Although the slow play is coming now. Alcoholic taking a lot of damage. Feast misses, but still will get the kill onto A-Hop. Spartan back in it. Big shutdown onto Caxi. Kenny Now the target of the aggression will be taken down as Firemana in the bot lane. We'll find the 2v1 with Gucci up against Clan Crusher. So that's 2 towers in the bot lane, plus a kill onto the carries. However, on the top side, the fight goes very far south, and maybe a tier 2 on this Yunara. As 3 grubs and the Demolish proc will allow them to get this tier 2. Oz, pretty back and forth trade across the map. But this Aphelios and this Syndra are getting a ton of gold.
Yeah, and Infernal Soul is knocking 1 minute away.
You have to deny it for BHG.
Like, I mean, you have to, yeah, because Aphelios already doing so much and teleport behind.
Oh, we're going again. Kenny TPing now behind as the base from Alcoholic will be interrupted. Hyperphania as well, caught in the mix. That's a Zhonya's out from Firemania as Kenny goes World Ender all out onto Hyperphania. Alcoholic was taken down the top side of that fight. Really nice TP from Kenny. There's been some good ones this set, and another one to land onto Hyperphania, the real important member. Stun comes out, no real damage onto A-Hop. Paxi joins. There's the onslaught of the shadows to get Spartan out of that fight. But 10 seconds left. You have no ADC. You have no top laner. You have no jungle ult. And enemy team is looking at Infernal Soul. Quan will try to walk in. Clan Crusher as well. Might try to steal with a random ability, but Jungler says, guys, I need my top camps. It's 25 minutes. I need another item. And they will be forced to give Aphelios and Syndra have just gotten Infernal Soul.
You can't write it up to be like more head scratching. I'm completely stun locked by the fact that that just happened. Like, I understand you're disadvantaged. But also, how did we get to this point? Your bot lane was having a great time in bot. How do we not pick up at least one Drake? Something to be studied for Black Hammer is just picking up early objectives. No, that's what separates good teams from the bad teams.
I don't know about you, but I'm seeing Quan one more death than A-Hop. So it's obviously a support diff. I didn't watch the game. Must be a support diff. Top lane looks like Alcoholic smashed him based on the KDA. So I don't know.
And also, it's just a bit unfortunate. Like, look at who's fed, right? It's the Hecarim, which isn't that bad, but it's also this Cho'Gath. Quan
out of the week lands onto Quan, and a hot steel proc over the wall there. Bluetooth auto will connect. Grand entrance will miss, but health bar trade. There's a really nice sneaky ward in the top of that Baron pit. It's giving them a good amount of vision there. I don't think that pink orb can see it.
Cannot.
Oh, wait, never mind. It can. It can. Just on the edge. So full vision cleared out. You can see all the pings of the ward. They know where they are. They know where the wards are, but they have no vision here. Alcoholic forced to walk in. Clan Crusher TP's up to the top lane. Tried to get a sandwich on this fight. Barrier is getting burned very quickly. 4.5k now. Clan Crusher has flash and tippers available. Oh no, Hyperphania is caught by the Scout of the Week and taken down. And as the fight just breaks out, it's murder across the board here as Clan Crusher's taken down. Spartan tries to get in, but will also fall down. Clan Crusher
going on a rampage, I'm not going to lie.
Takes down A-Hop here. Spartan will sacrifice him. Sorry, Quan will sacrifice himself for Spartan as the true support genius comes in. One more death than enemy support, but protects his team. It's a nice try, but Hyperphania by himself just gets caught with his pants down, and Firemania basically 100-0 one-shots him.
It's so sad for Black Hammer, because hopefully we get a replay, but at the top of this fight, right, the Aphelios is also getting zoned by Clan. Like, Clan had such good positioning from the teleport right at the top side of the fight, and that's where Aphelios kited up to. So Aphelios was essentially cut out there. But yeah, we're gonna get a replay of this. Like, look at Clan's teleport here in the top side.
It's a great TP.
It's a fantastic play here. Just look at how pinched they get, and it's just one-man Clan. Like, look, Aphelios is panicking, doesn't know where to go, and Clan plays it so well, but Hyper goes the short way and goes the short way back to the fountain. As it's just complete disaster from here. Maybe this could genuinely be a winning fight if the Yunara just doesn't get picked.
Yeah,
if it's on their front line is so low here, and it's just Tibbers beating them up. That's it. It's all just Tibbers. Engage to the mid.
Back in live. Gucci caught out. This could be what is needed, but Gucci, the late game of failures with Infernal Soul, just takes him down. Alcoholic will find a feast. Nice 1K shutdown. That was a solo kill. I don't know what I saw, but I saw a Shogun solo kill there as Quan finds a stun. Oh, but the scout of the week double kill. Ew! That was disgusting. Quan tries his best to find the knockups. Triple kill from Fire Mana. And this game is all but done as they march down the mid lane. Alcoholic, the last one left.
Yeah, Alcoholic is the last one left, and he is just going to be bullied here under the tower. Fire Mana with Infernal Soul is literally just running through all of Black Hammer as 10,
it's an ace.
10, 2, and 9.
Not even a Dark Seal here. Imagine if he had gotten it. Gucci taken down in the fight, but Fire Mana picks up the slack where it's necessary. Another kill on Fire Mana. 11 and 2. Quan, the savior of this game, can't do enough. Tries one more time. But the Nexus will fall. Hyperphania will take down A-Hop to pad some KDA. It started out even. It looked rough at times. But PSC get a deserved 2-0 victory. And Fire Mana Gucci, such good play.
I mean, yeah. Specifically Fire Mana in that last game. So many great moments. You know, picking off what you need to pick. You know, this is why you're picking Syndra. The damage chart's definitely telling that story. 33k done on the Syndra. And that was essentially all teamfight damage. It's not like the Aatrox beating up on Cho'Gath the entire lane. Like, that was essentially all teamfight damage.
Yep.
And my god. Syndicate. If you're the favorite to win this, you gotta look at this last game. Like, there's just no way. No way it should even be this close. Granted, Hyper Quan, great, fantastic. Again, like this pair together, just so great. Hyper, besides, you know, the very game-losing pick there, but you have no vision. You just kind of forget, you know, like that's not really on you, but for me, Black Hammer, Alcoholic, brother, wake up. Wake up. There were so many moments where, like, you're getting a gank, misses ability. Like, it's just unacceptable. This performance is just not acceptable, and my Cho'Gath is splitting the entire match. Like, he teleports back top, and he's still down 30 CS when he could have just teleported bot and helped the Drake fight, so they at least get one Drake. I don't know.
I think
it's wrong.
I think Spider had a good performance on the Hecarim. There was a really questionable play around, I think, third Dragon, where he goes a bit too early, bit of nerves. Happens. Like a vision could have also been, like you pointed out. Bot lane from BHG performed really well, but yeah, these team fights need to be ironed out a little bit, and there is a gap, a hole in the top lane that must be stated that needs to be worked on, but not something that is unfixable. Just some macro decisions. Obviously, the micro decisions, some of the micro misplays, that one's a little bit more unfortunate, but those happen. PSC, I will say it right. Excellent game. Game 1. A stomp from front to back. Kenny had an amazing performance. Gucci as well on the Kai'Sa. Game 2, it was closer. Kenny not as a dominant performance. Great in lane, but got caught out a few times by some ganks. But Caxi finding some good stuns on the Udyr, basically just doing the tank jungle job. But the trio of Fire Mana, Gucci, and A-Hop with the Rakans for setup and the damage coming out of the backline, which was a mobile into a Hecarim. So you've got to say they played it well. They positioned well. They executed their team fights really well. Take a 2-0 set. And I'll say in pretty dominant fashion. Once they got a lead in that second game, it was a bit of a blowout. There wasn't a whole lot to do. The dragon stacking, it seems PSC really love their dragons, which we all know. They're pretty good. Very good game plan, very good execution on the game plan. That's going to be all from Titan Esports. My name has been Jay Better. I've been joined by the wonderful Oz. And we will catch you guys next week for some more Titan gameplay. Have a good rest of your night.